Hi, I'm Sam Cooper, Mayor of the City of Rehoboth Beach. I've been mayor for 25 years. I've been fortunate that 9 times you have elected me as mayor of your fine town. But I'm here now to ask you for your vote in a referendum that's going to be coming up very shortly to borrow $18 million to build a new city hall. I'm sure when this building was built in 1964, it met the needs of the city quite well. But over the interceding 50 years, the demands of the city have changed tremendously from what they were 50 years ago. What the police have to deal with and how they have to process detainees is just so much different than it was in those days. And the existing building just is inadequate for those needs.
Good afternoon. My name is Keith Banks. I'm the police chief of the Rehoboth Beach Police Department. With me today is Lieutenant Will Sullivan. And it's our pleasure to show you around our facility today. Come on in. A lot of the equipment in here is state-of-the-art. However, the wiring of the building and all that is not.
The basic fact is when this building was built, computers weren't a priority or even around for most of the workers. So we have had to beg, borrow, and steal to get the cabling in, to get computers where they need to be. And obviously, most of the infrastructure is still not where it's supposed to be or should be. Hopefully the next building we can plan and have areas set aside that will fulfill the needs that we have for the computers.
One of the biggest issues with this building is the handicapped accessibility. There's so many different levels in this building, it's unreal.
So each year we do tours with the local elementary schools, some of the churches and stuff for small children. We had instances where we had a child in a wheelchair. We bring her in through the front door. However, she can't go down with the rest of the kids, obviously, because of the steps. So we had to physically bring officers in to carry her in her wheelchair down the steps.
I'm sure it was functional at the time and it made sense, but today, when you think about the needs of the disabled persons, it just is impossible to deal with.
This room here is our evidence locker, one of many, because essentially we just have coat closets filled in with evidence.
Right now we use makeshift lockers and what have you for evidence storage. The new building will be clearly designed for evidence storage to be a part of the building.
So as you can see, it's not much room in here. All 17 officers, if they're lucky enough, they can at least get one cabinet in here to put all their storage, their files.
As you can see, it's a small courtroom. We really don't need a huge one. Our security, there's not any security here other than a buzzer. There's no security for myself, even if there's somebody that I need to get away from. There's a room. There's no exit in the back. There's nothing there.
Okay, now we're entering the officer's room where we actually bring detainees in.
So in this area here, there's no ventilation system whatsoever in this back room. So during the summertime, it gets very, very hot back here. During the wintertime, it gets very cold. So oftentimes we have to prop the door open in order for them to get ventilation coming back into this room, which causes some issues there with having defendants separated.
Over the bench is your fire alarm. So nothing like being handcuffed to a bench and going ahead and pulling the fire alarm. And that has happened to us here in town.
Right now, our female officers have to go across a courtyard outside to get to their changing facilities, their locker room, if you will.
Again, this is the female's locker room, but it should be in the same building with the male locker room. They shouldn't have to go outside if it's pouring rain, snow, etc.
Very inappropriate and something that we should not expect of them. They need to have their own facilities within the building. As we put together the plans for the City Hall, we recognize that the Convention Center is really quite adequate for the city's needs and it serves the purpose for which it was created. But the bathrooms are an issue, and we are going to be redoing those, much more modern, cleaner looking, and that sort of thing. Going to give it a new, spiffier entrance, but other than that, we find it quite adequate and don't feel like the need to spend a great deal of money on it. During the course of this, the 3 years, we've put together a plan that I think will do the city very proud. Interest rates are at a 50, 60-year low, I don't know, maybe more. There's great advantage to go forward with this project now when interest rates are so low and the city can borrow this money. $18 million is what we expect it to cost to get it done.
The bottom line is we need a new facility, one that's not outdated, one that's not unsafe. Unsafe for my employees, for the victims, and yes, even for the defendants. They deserve it, we deserve it.
Thank you, Chief. And as you can see, The facility the city operates in now is just totally inadequate for its needs. I'm asking you to please vote positively for the referendum to build a new city hall for our city of Rehoboth Beach, one that we will all be proud of and it will serve us well into the future. Please, again, vote positive.
Please give us your support.